This is a comment on the Tea Party Tribune's article about the New Jersey Obama ballot access challenge public hearing. That's a big title. Some folks got together in New Jersey, as they should, and God bless them, and wanted to challenge President Obama's right to be on the ballot. And they were saying, well, he can't be on the ballot because he's not a natural born citizen. He has this fake birth certificate. And, well, this article is way off, actually. It's way off. And it's saying that Obama's lawyer, Alexandra Hill, admitted that the image of Obama's birth certificate was a forgery, and made the absurd claim that therefore it cannot be used as evidence to confirm his lack of natural-born citizenship status. She didn't say that. So they put, to their credit, they put all the video up here of the whole hearing. So if you sit through the 3 hours of it, like I just did, you will see that she didn't say that at all. And what I read was not in quotes. The part that they did quote is right here. Therefore, she argued, it is, quotes, irrelevant to his placement on the ballot, end quotes. And that's what it was. It was irrelevant. Why? Because New Jersey election statutes or whatever, they don't require you as a candidate to submit a birth certificate. That's why it's irrelevant. It's ridiculous that they don't require it. All you are required to do is certify that you are eligible. Now, you and I would think that certifying that you're eligible means that you have to prove you're a citizen, but that is not the case yet in America. Okay, so she was, whether his birth certificate was a forgery or authentic, never entered it. It was completely irrelevant to the case, and Mario Apuzzo did try to enter that evidence, but it was irrelevant. So, okay, the judge heard a lot of it. He was very nice and listened to a lot of that part, but it was irrelevant. If you just listen to it, you can see that it is irrelevant because the state law does not require the candidate to furnish that. Okay, so he is required to be, under the Constitution, a natural-born citizen. Whatever you want to, whatever that distinction is, natural-born, whatever. Under the Constitution. Here's the tricky part. Anyone who is not a citizen can run for the president, under these conditions, can run for the president. For the position of president. I assume if you're like Sarkozy or whatever, and you come over here and you try to run for president, they're gonna say you're not even. Come on. Okay, they're not gonna allow that because they know you're not. Okay, but in this case, it is not known, and it didn't have to be proven. If it was known that he was not a citizen, and if it could be proven right now in a court of law somewhere that he is not a natural-born citizen, okay, then the state Secretary of States all across the country for each state would be required to keep him off the ballot. But that is not the case. So we're in this limbo in between, is he or isn't he? Well, if no one is going to bother to look, then it's never going to be proven in court. So he's not going to be kept off the ballot. And then he's going to be able to run again and be president again. I would say the fault lies with Congress, who are required, I believe, to certify that he is a natural-born citizen. The job falls to them. Once he becomes president-elect, they have to step up and do their job, which they did not do, apparently. crooks. They're all crooks anyway, so they're all on the same team. I know that. But whether his birth certificate was forged or not, Mario Puzo, he didn't, even if it was forged and it would be allowed to be entered into evidence, you would have to have a certified copy of it with you, which Mario Puzo didn't. So, I mean, they weren't really ready to argue that in court anyway. So, I was upset about this when I heard about it too, that the way it sounds is that Obama's lawyer says it's such a bad it's such a bad fake that it shouldn't be allowed into evidence. Well, whether it was fake or not, of course she didn't say that anyways, whether it was fake or not, it wasn't allowed into evidence because it had nothing to do with it, because Obama never offered it to the state election board or whoever was supposed to the Secretary of State of New Jersey. He wasn't required to give it. That's the problem. Should be. They should be required to give it. It looks like we're all going to be required to show some form of ID when we're about to vote. So, but if you want to run for president, yeah, all you got to do is certify that you're eligible. All that means is that you sign your name to a document that says, that alleges that you're eligible in every way. That's all you have to do. And if no one proves that you lied later, then you get away with it. And of course everyone's on his side, and the higher ups, so they're not going to prove it. Okay, but what is the real deal here? Why are they doing this? I mean, we had McCain, who was, people were questioning his eligibility. All these candidates all of a sudden now their citizenship is in question. So are they trying to move us to the point where we'll accept as a nation rule by someone who isn't a natural born citizen? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we had Schwarzenegger was governor of California. Are they trying to push us into accepting kind of like a freelance government? Some cross-border government? Oh, Putin was, president of Russia, and now he's running for president of the United States. Is it going to be like, are they just going to jump around back and forth? You know what I mean? Like they do in the EPA. Oh, they work, you work for the government agency for a while, and then you're in the industry that you just regulated, and then back and forth and back and forth. Is it going to be like that? Obviously, they move into one world government, and this is the slope we're sliding down, but so I don't think it's just, and these people who run our world, our country, at least our country, but our world, they could have put anybody into office, all right? So they could have easily avoided this problem. They could have found somebody just as slippery as Obama. Just as black, or whatever it is that they wanted in a president at this time, without this issue hanging over his head. But they didn't. No. They picked this guy out. These issues are an issue for some purpose. That's my opinion on that. But don't be outraged about this article, please, until you watch all 3 hours. If you want to skip the first 2 hours, actually the last hour is the interesting one, where Apuzzo is talking to the judge about what natural born citizen means. That's pretty interesting. But the rest is all irrelevant because of that issue that I mentioned before, that he's not required to show a birth certificate. The problem, the people we should be really upset with is Congress. Really. Okay, bye. Did you pee on the rhubarb? Did you?